Hey guys, today I want to talk about twin flames and the law of attraction. First, a big mistake most people make about the law of attraction is that it is something special or that it's a mechanism that you have to induce to get it to start working for you. Like, oh, there's this creative power that's out there that I need to access so that I can get it to start working for me. It's like I have to start the engine or something to get it going and get it started. The truth is, it's working now. The law of attraction is always working. It's always in motion. Everything in your life is happening because of the law of attraction. And so you may have heard other teachers talk about this, and they'll say things like, well, there's no such thing as the law of attraction, actually. And I guess it depends on how you look at it. Again, with labels, calling it the law of attraction is just a label. But to be clear, context matters, right? It's really just the way that reality itself works. And when you are aware of the process of how reality works, this process of creation that manifests all things in your life, when you're conscious of it instead of unconscious and just kind of subject to the whims of the world and the universe, instead of being subject to it, you are aware of it and you are creating within that paradigm with intention. When you do that, it becomes the law of attraction. Otherwise, everything just seems like random chance. So the law of attraction is actually the universe itself and how the universe creates your reality. Everything in your life situation is the law of attraction. Everything. Everything. Nothing is exempt. The law of attraction is all things. You are always attracting everything to you all the time. Again, it's just when you are conscious of this, then it's the law of attraction now. Well, it always was. And what it is God, the universe itself. Reality, creation itself, the universe itself. That is the law of attraction. It always was. There's always a law of attraction, which in a different context means there is no law of attraction, technically, because it is just the universe itself. It is creation itself. It is how things work. It's how the universe functions. Okay, but again, if you're aware that that's going on, then you're conscious of it, then we go, oh, it's the law of attraction, because you know that it is going on. Okay, and I think that makes sense to you. It depends on context. It depends on how you're looking at it. The fact is, it's there. It's part of existence itself. Now, with your twin flame, I'll use first an example of the law of attraction and manifesting, and you'll see people talking about this on other channels, presumably. I've seen other twin flame, so-called twin flame teachers. Oh yeah, they say, oh, you just got to believe this and believe that, and I've even talked about that on this channel before, but I guess I didn't properly explain the context, okay? And so, maybe I'm going to have to go back and redo some older videos or something. So here's the thing with your twin flame and the law of attraction. Let me just give you these two examples. So the first one, let's say you want to manifest a car, okay? You're focused on this particular car. Now, whatever you focus on, your metaphysical energy will travel to that thing or person. Okay? If anybody here watching this video has ever watched I guess it's a movie, I think it is a movie, or read the book, The Celestine Prophecy, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Everybody's energy is all spewing out all over the place all the time. out in the world. Everybody's energy is always traveling. Like anything that you're fixated on, anything or person that you're fixated on, your energy is traveling to it. Or if there's somebody coming at you or in your bubble and you don't want that person there, your energy will actually kind of like pull away from that person. So it's one big, the world, humankind, it's one big ball of energy that's streaming from one person to other people and back and forth and to objects and things, and there's energy streams spewing all over the place, all around the world to different things and people. Okay, things that you want to attract using the law of attraction, like a car, for example. Your energy, your metaphysical energy travels to that car because you are focused on that car. And you're thinking, I want to get that car. And by having that thought, your energy travels to that car. Okay? Now, when you are fixated on something in this way, you are pushing it away from you. That's your energy. And I suppose you could call it push energy, right? Or forward energy, right? Outward energy, whatever you want to call it. It's going out and it attaches to that object and you're focused on that object. As long as you're focused on that object, your energy is traveling to that object, to that car. Now, when you're focused on that thing, on that car, I want that car. You're fixated on this physical object, you're kind of pushing it away from you, okay? Because what you're saying is, I want this car. You have desire. Now, desire is important. Any law of attraction teacher who's worth their salt, they're going to tell you that there's basically, different levels, different steps that you're going through, and you cycle through this energy cycle so many times until your energy shifts and you become the energy of the car, and there's the car in your reality. And at one level or step in this process of manifesting, you have the energy of this desire to have the car. But, and that is necessary, because what you're doing is you are trying to be clear about what it is that you want, right? And so when you do that, your energy travels to that object and pushes it away, because you are saying, I want this car. And when you tell the universe, I want this thing, the universe responds by giving you the experience of wanting. Okay? However, that's okay, because this is one step in this process. The next step is to shift your energy into not caring about the outcome. Yeah, I want that car, but that's okay if I never get that car. Maybe I'll never have the car. Maybe I will. Here's the thing, I don't care about the outcome. I'm neutral. And then you shift your energy, your focus to the present moment. You're living in the present and you're enjoying whatever it is you're doing. You're having fun. You're loving life. Your energy is that you're good and you're whole and you're complete and you don't need anything, let alone that car that you want. And you stay present. You enjoy the moment. You enjoy what you're doing. You live your life. You may go through this manifesting ritual a couple of times a day, right? You're focused on the car. That's the desire. And you might even write it down. You might do scripting or something like that. I have this car, I have this car, I have this car. And really what you're doing is wanting the car because it's your desire. But the more that you do this, the more that you cycle through these steps every time, You're shifting your energy to having when you're doing that. And you do that every time you cross that terminator between desire, wanting, and being okay with what you have. Letting go of the outcome. It's a cycle of energy, and you repeat that cycle a whole bunch of times, and you do it so many times that you create this energy that's one energy. There was desire and want, and then you cycle to having, being present, accepting what is, not caring about the outcome, and then knowing that you do have that thing because you have faith. And then we return to desire again. And then presence, I don't care about the outcome. And then faith that that thing will be mine, the car. And you repeat this cycle. And there's these three things going on that are all different steps. And you're taking these individual steps all the time. And the more times you do it, the faster you move through that cycle every time. Now it looks like one thing. Because my hand is spinning all fast, it looks like one blur. Right? And what you're doing is you're combining all of these energies into one energy. And that energy becomes the energy of having. So what you're doing now is your energy now, instead of traveling to the car and being attached to the car, right? There's that word, attached. That's what we don't want to do with our twin flame. You're attached to the car. Now what you're doing is your energy is here because you're present. You've pulled your energy back in. Instead of it traveling to the car, now your energy is kept here. Your energy is not traveling to the car. It's here within you. It's not moving out. It's not moving back. It's here. You're fully present. You're living in this moment, present. You feel good. Everything's going great. You're enjoying your life. You're living your life. You're having fun. Letting go of the outcome. And you know that you have the car. You change your belief. And again, you can do those three things, those three steps. And the more and faster you repeat them, it's like you change your energy. It's not that you want your energy to travel to the car like it was before at the beginning. Now the energy is in here. Here's what people don't understand about manifesting. I don't want the car, thereby sending my energy to the car. I change my energy. That's why your energy pulls back into you. I change my energy to the energy of having the car. I feel good. I'm here in this moment and I know the car is there. That's that faith. You change your energy to the energy of having the car. And if you do that cycle long enough, bam, here comes the car. It shows up in your reality because your energy is the vibration of having the car. And so at first, it looks like a process where you're doing these three things, and these are three separate individual things. The desire, the being present and letting go of the outcome, and having faith. And again, the next step of the process is, so there's like the first step, which contains these three smaller steps, right? And then the next step is where you blend them all together into one energy. And then you have the energy of the car. You are the energy of having the car. And then the car is yours. So that's a very, well, I don't want to say, I was going to say dumbed down. That's not really a dumbed down explanation, but it's kind of a fast explanation, not a lot of detail. There might be some holes in there, so some of you may want to leave comments going, oh yeah, I know Kurt doesn't know what he's talking about because he left this part out. I'm doing that on purpose. So you can save your snarky comments. I'm trying to not make this video be an hour long, okay? But that's basically it, okay? So that's manifesting an external object like a car, okay? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is manifesting your other self, your twin flame. Here's the thing. We just talked about manifesting something that is external to you. A car. Your twin flame is not external to you. Remember that. You are your twin flame. And people get confused about this, and even so-called twin flame teachers, when they try to explain how the law of attraction works with your twin flame and how you're going to use the law of attraction to pull your twin flame in, and it never works, does it? No, it does not. And by the way, those teachers, I see them, and there's a couple of them. I've noticed the person who they say their twin flame is has changed a couple of times. And I'm not going to name names, but they're on YouTube, and I'm not here to talk shit and judge, but I'm just saying, I kind of noticed, okay? Oh yeah, I'm going to manifest my twin flame, and they've got a different twin flame every year or 6 months or whatever. I haven't really been keeping track. I just noticed that. I was like, wait a minute. You said your twin flame was this other person, and that was only like a year ago. What happened? You can't change twin flames, guys. You have one, okay? They are you. They are you. This is not soulmates. Twin flames are not soulmates. Your twin flame is you. You were born into this body. It's part of infrastructure. It's done. You can't change the body you have. Your twin flame is you. So your twin flame is your twin flame. It doesn't just change. It was the way you were built. It's infrastructure. It's done. It's there. You were born that way. That's your twin flame. You can't change your mind about who your twin flame is. Your twin flame is your twin flame. Okay, that said, your twin flame is you. This is what's different. This video, this part that I'm about to explain, this is what's different when I explain how the law of attraction is working with your twin flame. Okay? What's really going on is you're not trying to manifest something that is external to you. Your twin flame is you. This isn't like manifesting a soulmate or a car. Okay? Your twin flame is you. So what you're trying to do is manifest yourself to yourself? How does that work? Yeah, you're right. How does that work? Your twin flame is the one thing in the whole universe that when it comes to the law of attraction, it works exactly the same, but it's different than what you think because you're manifesting yourself to yourself. You're not manifesting something that is external to you. Are you following me? Let me repeat this. Your twin flame is you. A car is not you. A soulmate is not you. A job is not you. These are external things. Your twin flame is the one thing in the whole universe that is you. So how does the law of attraction work when I'm trying to manifest myself to myself? What? That seems puzzling. It's not puzzling. You guys are one being at the level of the soul. You are the same soul. So, what you must do is detach from the physical person, the need and the want for the physical person, the yearning for the physical person. You can't really detach from your twin flame, and I want to be clear about this point on this channel. When I talk about the word detaching, what I'm talking about is letting go of the need and the want for the physical person. You can't really detach from your twin flame because you are them, okay? But it's the yearning for the physical person. That's what I'm talking about when I use that word on this channel. You let go of the yearning and the need and the desire and the chasing and the pining for the person. You let go of the physical person, okay, all the way. Let them go. Let them go. Don't care if that physical person ever comes to be with you. And you align with your soul. My advice is always going to be the same, you guys. This is the true spiritual journey. If you're going to align with your soul, which is your twin flame, which is you, you are one being with them, okay, at the level of the soul, which means that person is you too. It's dichotomy. It's dichotomy, right? Go watch my video called What Are Twin Flames? There's a them and there's a you, and there's only one of you. It's both. It's both. It's dichotomy. It's both. It's yin and yang. It's light and dark. It's there's two of us and there's one of us. It's both. Okay? It's dichotomy. You are one. You are one. And if you want to use the law of attraction to manifest this person to you, you have to recognize that there's not two of you. There's one of you. You are trying to manifest yourself to yourself. How do you do that? You align with your soul, the true spiritual journey. You let go of the external 3D illusion of the physical person. And you align with the true self. The true self, what the self is your soul. That's the self, right? If you've ever seen any of my other videos, you might have seen me mention this before. When people say, I just need to have a good relationship with myself. I just need to be good to myself. I need to love myself. Now, wait a minute. Let's talk about that sentence for a second. There's I need to be good to myself. There's an I and a myself in that sentence. How can there be two of you in this sense? What's going on? There's the I that sees the myself that you want to be good to. I'll tell you what's going on. The myself part is the ego. It's the mind. It's the false identity. You are not your mind. You are pure consciousness. You is what is able to see thoughts that you are having. Okay? There's thinking, and then there's the you that sees thinking. There's your thoughts, and then there's the you that sees the thoughts. Who's the seer? Who's the you? Pure consciousness. That's your soul. Your soul can be best defined as pure consciousness. It's energy. You look at your thoughts all the time. You know you exist. What's you? What's the you that sees these things? Your soul. Pure consciousness. The felt experience, when you align with pure consciousness, can be described as Zen. This is why I say it's the true spiritual journey. Your twin flame is your soul, which is pure consciousness. What does that feel like? What does it feel like? What is the felt experience of aligning with you, the true self, the soul? The felt experience can be described as Zen, nirvana, inner peace, bliss. These seem like very deep concepts, but maybe just back the video up 5 minutes and rewatch the last 5 minutes again. You'll get it. Or go watch some of my other videos. Go watch my video called What Are Twin Flames? Where I discuss this stuff. Your soul is nothing more than pure consciousness. So, manifesting is a little different with your twin flame. You're not trying to get this external object to come to you like a car, where I have to match the vibration of the car. Remember the 3 steps that you do faster and faster to manifest the car and become the energy of having the car. You can't become the energy of having your twin flame, guys. You're it. You are that energy. You guys are one. That's your energy. You have to get you. Oh, wait, you already are you. Okay, what do I do? The true spiritual journey. You practice mindfulness and presence. That's why I tell people to read The Power of Now. And don't just read it, embrace it. It's the true spiritual journey. And part of the true spiritual journey is where we let go of external things. We let go of attachment and need and want for external things. That's why you have to let go of the physical person and align with your soul. Embrace Zen. Get out of the ego. Get out of the mind. And when you're doing that, it's like you're peeling away layers of an onion. And what happens is the energy of your pure consciousness, your soul, is able to shine through much brighter and louder. You awaken. You become more conscious. And it's not that you're changing, it's that you're removing layers of conditioning and ego. And the pure consciousness of your soul shines outward from within even brighter. And so your energy becomes more and more like the original actual energy of your soul. Your soul vibration is stronger felt. Your felt experience is more in line with your soul. And then here comes your twin. Here comes the physical person. Because they are that energy. Okay? So the law of attraction works exactly the same. But your approach is a little different, I suppose you could say, because you're not manifesting something that is external to you, like a car. I don't match my energy to the experience of having the car. I match my energy to the experience of being myself, of having myself, the true self, which is your soul. It's the true spiritual journey. You let go of judgments and right and wrong. You let go of these value systems. This is also why I warn people in my Twin Flames Myths video about stuff like the Twin Flame Romanticism. This is a quiet, humble journey of solitude. It's the true spiritual journey. I mean, there was a person that made a comment on one of my videos the other day, and he was like, I'm going to put this guy down, single-handedly going to stop him. And of course, I deleted the comment and blocked him. You know, but when I see a person saying things like that about my message, I know that what they're doing is they're acting out of ego. And that's not a judgment on my part. That's an observation, because what they're doing is judging. They're saying what I'm doing is wrong. And I'm not saying what he's doing is wrong, but what I'm saying is the divine truth of creation. What I'm explaining to you is the true spiritual journey, true spiritualism, and the laws of the universe. This isn't my opinion. This is just what is. And when you align with the true spiritual journey and the laws of the universe, there's no judgment. There's no ego. There's no, I have to stop you. You know, I can be funny and expressive, and I use colorful language, and you guys get that. That's just my personality, guys. When I make like my myths video, and I'm like, these guys, you know, like the twin flame couples, I don't buy the twin flame couples, okay? You know, that's just my personality. But the truth is, it just is as it is. The true spiritual journey is a journey of humble solitude. It's not romanticism. It's not, I got to get this person. I got to judge them. You don't judge. You don't believe in good or bad. You don't have want for anything outside of yourself. Now, you can go as far down that rabbit hole as you need to. And there is an art to this where we kind of blend the ego back in, because you do need the mind to function on this 3D physical plane, right? And so for me, for example, I'm a very effective content creator on YouTube. I have a great personality, and people like me because I'm funny. And that's where the part comes in where I'm being funny, like in my myths video. And I'm being playful and I'm playing around. But at the end of the day, I'm in alignment with Source, and I recognize that the honest to God truth about our reality is that nothing is good or bad, it just is. And so I'm not acting from ego. Okay, these are very ancient teachings. This is true spirituality. And you can't be coming from ego, you can't be judging, and you can't be attached to external things. Okay? And I'm spending more time on this point than I feel like I should be. Why? Because I'm undoing myths. I'm undoing psychological value judgments that people have about this journey. And I'm telling a story, like about the person who left the comment on my video. These are psychological value judgments, and it takes time for me to undo the myths. That's a lot of what I do in my videos. That's why this video is already 31 minutes long. But what I teach is very, very simple. It's very, very simple. And the law of attraction, so-called, still is working because what you're trying to attract is you. And it's different because in that sense, it's not really the law of attraction. You're just matching the energy of your soul. But the universe, it still works the same. The universe will match your energy to you. That's the basic tenet of the law of attraction. So when you have the energy of having the car, that's when you get the car. If you want your other self to come to you, you have to align with your inner self, with the true self, your soul. And you got to do it all the way. And that's where these other philosophies come in. You let go of judgment, you let go of ego, you let go of right and wrong. That's part and parcel of true spirituality, of the practice of Zazen. That's all I got. There's really nothing else to it, guys. That's it. There's nothing for you to figure out. That's the whole problem. That's the whole problem, is there's nothing for you to figure out. This is not a journey of the mind. It's a journey of the soul. You have to stop figuring out what to do about your situation. The ego is what's pushing your other self away, your twin flame. You have to align with the self because that person is the self. They are you. And the universe will match your energy. The same with the car. It just looks different because you're not attracting something that is external to you. You're attracting you. And again, dichotomy, there's two of you and there's one of you. It depends on what part of this conversation we are having, okay? And depending on what part of this conversation we are having depends on or will define which context I'm using, which part of the paradigm, which part of this dichotomy that I'm using. Depending on what part of this conversation we're having will determine which part of this dichotomy we're talking about, where there's two of you or there's only one of you, which is really one thing. Okay, go watch my video called What Are Twin Flames? There's B and there's not B, which is really A. Okay, it's dichotomy. It's dichotomy. These are very ancient, true spiritual teachings. These are very ancient spiritual teachings. And it's the process of creation. It's the truth of our universe. These are laws of creation. Not laws in the sense of rules that are based on value judgments, aka morals and ethics. They're laws in the sense of this is how the universe functions. That's why what I teach works. And if you want to work with me, you can find my contact information below. Go to my website, twinflameallstar.com, or just shoot me an email. Mwah! Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a wonderful Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow.